Hi, I'm Cameron.
And I'm Lauren.
And today we're going to teach you how to make snowflakes.
It's a wonderful art that everyone really should learn.
As much creativity as it should take, with a couple simple steps, anyone can make them.
Yep, you can. And you can let your creativity just run wild.
That's right, Lauren.
Yes.
Okay, so first we're going to talk about the materials you need. First, you need one pair of scissors.
One pair.
And the second material that you need is one piece of paper.
You might want to take two, though, just in case you goof.
Just in case. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold the paper.
Yes.
First, what you need to do is you need to fold the paper to create one square. Once you have done this,
you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut off the excess so that you have a perfectly square piece of paper from which to work. This is your canvas for your snowflakes, so this is a very important step.
And there we have it.
Square.
Okay, Lauren.
So now we need to talk about folding. This is also very essential because bad folding can lead to bad cuts, even if your cutting's okay. So the first thing you need to do is fold it in half. And make sure that the 2 points are perfectly touching. And then squeeze it down the middle and make sure that it's folding right down the center. Otherwise, it's going to be off. So.
And nobody likes an off snowflake.
And then press it down firmly. And now you have an isosceles triangle. Okay. From the isosceles triangle, we're going to fold it in half again. And this is going to create another smaller isosceles triangle, which would, in geometrical terms, be called a similar triangle. So once again, you're going to very carefully match up the corners and press firmly down. Okay, now we have folded our snowflake. So you can see what this looks like. So this is what your snowflake should look like at this point. Okay.
Okay. From here, you can make your first cut. Okay, the bottom pointed edge where the all of the paper meets together is the center of your snowflake. So if you would like a decorative center, what you can do is you can cut at the edge and make some sort of decorative pointed edge, and that way the center of your snowflake will have a creative little design.
It's gonna look like a little poinsettia.
Little poinsettia, that's correct.
Yeah, so sweet.
So festive.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
For the holiday season.
So now what you can do is you can go in and cut at your snowflake however you would like, and this is just when you let your inner creativity out.
Yeah, let it run wild. Honestly, the more cuts you make, the better it'll come out. Just make sure you don't snip off some of the paper and lose half your snowflake.
Oh, nobody likes that.
Yep. But the most important thing to remember is don't be shy, just cut a lot, because the more intricate and the more, the greater amount of cuts you make, the more delicate and snowflake-like your snowflake is going to turn out.
That's right.
It's very important to remember, don't be shy with those cuts.
Now let's get this one taken care of.
Okay.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Okay, it's time to unfold the snowflake.
And this is always the most exciting part. Okay. Also, wait, let's first talk about, notice how little of the paper is left because we cut so much out. That's what's going to ensure that we have a very detailed and delicate snowflake, just like you want it.
The more you cut, the better it is, but you just need to be careful.
Yep, don't snip too much.
Nope.
That's never good. Okay.
This is my favorite part because it's when when your creativity starts to shine.
Yep, and you definitely want to be careful when unfolding because some of the paper sticks together and you don't want to rip it.
No, ripping's not a good time.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness, one of those hit me the other day.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
This is so gorgeous. Oh. And then look at what we have here. It's a beautiful snowflake.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. And also remember, you can when you're cutting it, you can cut the edges and make it more rounded, or you can cut more in and make it more star-shaped. It's all up to you. So let your creativity run wild and have fun making snowflakes this holiday season. Hi, welcome to part 2 of snowflake making. We're going to move into some advanced snowflake making, and we're going to be able to put faces or anything really that you want on a snowflake. So we're going to first talk about materials that you're going to need. First, of course, you're going to need your scissors, and we're going to start off with the already folded snowflake paper that we covered in the first section of our video. And the second thing you're going to need is a picture. Now, if you want a person, you're going to want to face a head-on face picture. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to open it up in Photoshop or any photo editing thing and really knock up the contrast. Here is our example photo, and notice how it's very black and white. The first thing you're going to want to do is actually split the face in half. You're only going to be using one half of the photo as your guide. So just fold your paper in half. So now just choose the side you want to work with, and from there what you're really going to need to do is just go in with a pencil and draw out the places you want to cut out. The thing about these is they really need to be carefully planned. So you really got to make sure you think about what you're going to be cutting out and what you're going to be leaving and how that's going to work. So this just requires a little bit more thought. But once you have the planning, it's easy to cut it. So I'm going to go on and do this, and you can watch me doing that. And so you can get an idea of how that process would work.
Everywhere you go, take a look in the 5 and 10.
So I colored in with my pencil. I don't know if you can see that at all. Where I want to cut out. And notice I'm only using half the photo. So now your next step is to take the half of the photo that you want to use, which for me is this side, and I'm going to turn it over on its back. Face this down. And I'm just going to take my pencil and I'm going to color in like this over the dark parts of the photo. This is for tracing purposes. By doing this, I will be able to go over the lines on the top with this pattern over my snowflake, and it will transfer the lines onto the snowflake so that I can see the lines that I made on the template, and it'll be transferred. So you just want to do a nice good coat of pencil there so that it transfers nicely onto the snowflake. Okay, so now that we finished that, we're gonna take our snowflake that we already started. Put the camera down here real quick. Is line up the piece of paper on that line right there. Do you have tape?
Just it's in the tape drawer.
Okay, and then also I forgot one of the materials that you're gonna need is a little bit of Scotch tape or something of the sort. And you just need to tape that snowflake down on that line so that it stays in place while you're transferring your image. So, let's see. We're taping this now. Okay, there you go. So once you have it taped, you're gonna flip the image back over to your top side. And now, you're just gonna trace over those lines that you made earlier.
Once again with candy canes.
Okay, now we've traced it. So you're gonna flip the paper back over and just pull off your snowflake. Just rip off that little bit of Scotch tape you have there.
Maybe you should insert we can.
And you'll see the faint outline of your pencil on there. So after you do that, you are ready to start cutting. And so now you pretty much just need to cut out the black areas that you plan to cut out. Really simple, just takes a little bit of time and precision. So go on and start cutting those out, guys.
Silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own.
Now we are all finished with the cutting, so that means it's time for the final reveal. So we're gonna see if we were successful in our snowflake making. Let's open it up. Now we're finished, so let's take a look. Are you guys seeing a face there? So there we go. And with these, just remember, you can do almost anything you want. Faces, any object, the recognizable object can be translated into this. And the possibilities are limitless. So just, let your creativity loose and make some fun snowflakes, guys.